rock station at 95.7 FM, 713, Sweet Home Alabama, for Larry, who's probably in his shop somewhere in Ellsworth repairing a small engine. He likes his Skinner Jack, intern Jack. He loves it, so we send it out to him every once in a while. Whoa, there's the volume button. I'm a little out of sorts because my kid made me an egg and I stuck it in my pocket in a bag, not just like flaming egg in a pocket.
Loose eggs.
And by the time I got to work, I have lost said egg. I didn't eat it, so it's somewhere either on the lawn or in the car. So I am going to go on a side quest here in a few minutes for a cup of coffee because Lord knows I need that. And whatever egg is left in the baggie that I stuck it in at about an hour ago. So
I'm just hoping it's not in the crevice like you said and it gets stuck there for a year. That smell is going to be horrid.
So fun fact, I took the I-95 van probably like 2 years ago and apparently my keychain blew up.
Okay.
And I couldn't find my key fob forever. And I was checking. I didn't know it was in the van. I was checking in the driveway. I was calling people I knew. Did I leave it here?
Yep.
And I happened to then go on a hiatus for almost a year. And when I took it and cleaned it out the last time, I found it. And I was like, I'm vindicated. I knew this thing was here somewhere. So it's like Christmas when you live with me because it's both slightly like forms of dementia, I think, because I just lose things and then I find them again. And it's like, oh, this is exciting. I haven't had it for a year. So this is what you get to look forward to with old age.
That's a very glass half full mindset, though. You get to get excited when you refine things you lost.
I do get excited because those things are not cheap, first of all. And secondly, when you only have one and then you have to break into your own car every time you get into it or make really good friends with the AAA guy, which I have done. Thank you, AAA, very much, by the way. Union Strasico, you guys and your towing folks that always break me into my vans and then jumpstart them. I appreciate all of you, too. So if you're out there and you're towing stuff or you've ever jumped me in my car, of course, that is, I would like to say thank you to all of you. There was a guy forever that lived in Orono. He worked for Sweats when Sweats was down there. It's now where like the brewery is in Orono. But they used to have to come in and get me into my car. And at one point in time, his name was Big Mike. And he goes, Cori, can I ask you, what are those things on the dash there? And I was like, oh, those 3 sets of extra keys to my car. But Mike, let's not even look at those. Thank you for coming to help me again. So,
apparently, they're just for show.
Yeah. Here's to those who have their lives together. How boring that must be.
Are you kidding me? Of course it is.
So, if you are struggling this morning, you're not alone on the struggle bus. I'm driving, and we're all going straight somewhere that I don't know, probably with an egg and a baggie in the back seat. So, that being said, we've got U2 on the way, some Def Leppard. It's not terrible outside, a little on the chilly side. By the way, to the kid who was definitely from Maine, who was wearing maybe a T-shirt, and I looked at my temperature on the way in, and I was like, yeah, it's 21 degrees. Of course.
That's shorts weather about now.
No coat. God love Mainers. I think that's great. So to that guy, I say, I hope you win your day. U2 Def Leppard on the way on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rocks. You don't know. It's one thing when your kids drop stuff in the back of your vehicle and you're like, oh, I know it's there. That's ridiculous. And you get mad at them. But when you're 46 years old and you drop a baggie full of eggs that your kid made you on the way out the door, and you feel really bad.
I'm sure.
I'm glad it wasn't on the lawn, though. I would have eaten it. See, when you have children, young Jack, the one thing that you will understand very quickly, at least maybe it's not the same for dads, but it's certainly for moms, your standards of what you will eat go into the crapper completely. You're like cold crusts, baggies of eggs that have been in the car for, I don't know, is that a Cheez-It or is that the weird, because you're just like, I don't care at this point. And some of it you just eat because they're like, is this still good? And you're like, yeah, look, see, I'm eating it. Eat it. It's not a lie. And your parents out there that are like, yup,
I mean, as a broke college student, I already have pretty low standards for what I eat.
That's true, too. I mean, parenthood only magnifies how low the standards are and then goes even lower. You don't think that you can. You're like, I'll eat this 12-day-old Chinese food because it kind of still smells like it might be teriyaki. I don't know what that is. But as a parent, you're just like, Godspeed. You know? Yep. If it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. It's called penicillin. Everything's fine.
That's absolutely
At least
right.
in my case, though, I'm allergic to penicillin, so I got to stop that stuff. But,
okay. Well,
we're back on track. We've got the show. I was talking to you about the fact that I thought it was weird that back in the day when communities created creative playgrounds, they had volunteers build them, which if the volunteers have skills, fine. But if the volunteers are children,
right,
like I was,
right,
maybe don't.
It's a little dangerous
Well, I mean, it can be.
for the kids.
And I was talking about this because Orono's about to get a new public safety building. And I remember when the old one was built in 1994, around the same time that we built the Creative Playground, which is no longer there. Orono's got a great little playground, and it's actually mostly fenced in. And I know this as a parent because you want to take your runners to that one because they can only go one direction. And it's like a hill, so they'll get tired before you get tired, and hopefully you can pounce on them. But back in the day when it was the wooden Creative Playground,
Yep.
and I was in school at the ACC Adams School in 4th and 5th grade, Eric T.A., God love him and rest his soul, went down the slide the wrong way and tore his thigh open because at the time somebody had left a screw out there. So again, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, I am all about volunteerism and getting people to do things like that don't require other people's safety, but maybe don't put the 8-year-olds in charge of a hammer or a screwdriver.
8 years old?
I don't know. What was I in 12? Yeah, I was probably between the ages of 10 and 12, so a little older than 8.
I thought you were like in high school at least.
Thank you. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Well, listen, when we were telling the story at first, because I mean, why?
Right.
I'm so confused. Why do they have 8 to 12-year-olds doing anything?
Because it was a community project. The community got behind it, and we all helped build it. But maybe
throw some sand down, throw some wood chips down, like put the hammer away.
Yeah, we probably should have been given other tasks
Also,
that were a little more child appropriate.
Absolutely. Did him going down the slide the wrong way have anything to do with the injury? Or was that just fully the screw?
It may have been. I'm not sure. I just remember it happening, and then he wasn't, like, he was kind of stuck on it because it happened at recess, and he was like one of the cute boys. So I was like, "What? Oh no, he's bleeding!" And then something else happened, and it was just like he couldn't move, and we had to get the teachers, and they had to come over, and it was just like a whole thing.
Oh my gosh!
And then I had like the heartbreaking like middle school. Oh, he's broken himself. Like sadness. Yeah, it was all about the Babysitters Club and bad decisions in middle school.
I bet he got some cool guy points for that, though.
I think he did.
Yeah,
he was a cool guy just in general. But yeah, that was maybe. I feel like there are safety standards now that are followed in a different way than there were in the early 90s.
I'd imagine.
I think we were the reason why safety standards were implemented, but that's just me. All right, in just a little while, we're going to have classic rock and roll from AC/DC in Kansas. And somebody sent me, I think it was Garrett sent me some cool information about something that one of the rockers out there that a lot of people know, Zach Wilde, is doing. So we're going to go through that. It's a free concert. Not here. I mean, he's not coming to Bangor, but he's broadcasting it. So all the details coming your way on I-95 Bangor's Class. Just like to remind everybody that tomorrow is the first day of spring.
Welcome to spring.
Welcome to spring. Here's some snow. I know, not fun at all. That forecast brought to you by All That's Metal. Hello, Andrew and crew out there. Thanks for listening, and good luck with drilling. I feel like Andrew's also probably, eating some dirt and stuff. He's a tough, hardy stock. I have respect for people who have drunk, had water from a hose and eaten some dirt. So there you go.
Hose water builds character.
Yep, and immunity. So there's that as well. We'll come back with more great classic rock. We're going to top the next hour with some Thin Lizzy. So stay right here. It's I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station. I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station. Don't go anywhere, Katie. You said that the boys are in town tonight?
Oh, the hunks are here.
Katie from next door. Hop on that mic before you get yelled at by the other guy from the studio next door. Yeah. So do tell me who's in town, because you were trying to get me to go. I've got kiddos.
We're still working on it. Don't worry, folks. You might see pictures. Just
down
kidding.
Where are they tonight?
They're over at Diamond Gentlemen's Club. There's a hunk show going on. Doors open at 8. It's a really good time. It's not just so fun to watch those hot hunks out there, but those women out there that get all excited. You make my day, ladies.
I told you that years and years ago.
I'm not right people, by the
way. They tapped me. They were like, well, okay, let me back that up. That was a poor choice of words. Years and years ago, they said, hey, Cori, do you want to MC this thing? And I was like, all right. I had no idea. I'd never been to a mail review in my life, right?
I've been to a few.
There was a tiny little catwalk, and I had heels on, and I thought, this is not going to end well, because I did not see, I'd never having been on one. I went backstage, said hi to the guys. I was trying to figure out if there was any like names that I couldn't pronounce. There were plenty. At that point, they didn't care. Baby oiled up. They're glittered up. I'm like, oh God. And I turn around. I'm like, Frank? This kid I went to high school with was the only white dude there. And Frank was there in suspenders. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Frank the Tank.
And that's what they called him.
Oh, gracious.
He was not a tank, but he did go out. The thing that was weird for me is I look down, so I'm up on this catwalk, and the dudes are coming at me at this point, and you gotta go.
I gotta go. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Katie.
And the dudes were coming in one direction, and I'm out there just trying, running through their stats with a microphone, trying not to fall over. But the women, Jack, have you ever been to one of these things?
No, I bet they're ravenous.
They were rabid.
Oh, man.
I was scared for my life, and somebody got a picture, and I'm like, oh my God. And I saw it a couple years later, somebody's like, is this you? I was like, oh no. And it's the look on my face is, oh dear God. And there's a football player, former football player from the University of Maine, he decided to enter, and they had ripped his little thing that he was wearing, his protective gear off. And the look on my face is like, oh my God. So of course, like naked butt in the foreground, my face in the background with you can't help it. There's no guessing ever what my thought is. It's right there. So she keeps trying to get me to go, and I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea for me. It's great for everyone else. I don't know that I need to be there. So, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So there you go. If you needed a fun evening out, there's that for your option.
That sounds like a great time.
Pink Floyd right now. Yeah, I know you're like, maybe not so much. There's thoughts. What is it? 808 to 19 degrees outside on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station with Pink.
Oh, I love that song.
818 on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station. Good morning. It's Cori and intern Jack here. We just got some breaking news from a couple of different people. Our news desk said that apparently state police are saying that down in the Augusta, like south of Augusta, the driving conditions are snowy and dangerous. And at first I didn't believe that.
I know. It's hard to believe.
Then I ran next door and I'm like, for real? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, for real? And she's like, yeah. And so then a bus driver, Helena, who is a bus driver down in Topsom, she just sent me a little note, and she said that weirdly, there's some sort of a cell over them, some sort of weather cell they almost have whiteout conditions. There's already 2 inches of snow on the ground. Again, tomorrow is the first day of spring.
Yeah. Let's keep that in Topsom. How about that?
No, I feel terrible. So if you are headed down to the southern part of the state for business at all, if you're going down to the capital or anywhere, down in the southern part, there's lovely sunshine here in Brewer on the Acme Road. But I guess down in the Topsom, Augusta area, it is just a weird weather. It's like the little cloud that followed the Peanuts character around, right? Except it's snow and it's up here, which is weird.
That is so weird.
But yeah, so that's happening down in the southern part of the state. You and I were just chit-chatting. You were kind of excited because you have to hit down to the Calais area soon.
That's right. Yep. I have a show on May 2nd in Calais.
Okay, and so if you don't get a hotel room, you said that you were looking into getting possibly something that I've seen online but wondered how that would work. It's a tent for your car?
Yeah. So kind of. So
okay.
It's like it turns your car into a tent.
Okay.
Basically. So it's a special mattress. I saw this on TikTok.
Okay.
Where you have a base that goes where your legs are, right? And then there's a giant flat part that's the mattress part that you sit on top of the seats. It hangs on the base. And then you just curl up in a ball and you lay down right there. I just need to get the foil on the windows too.
Yeah.
I can't have creepers.
Yeah.
And maybe a bigger car because I drive a 2012 Camry.
You're not a small guy. I was trying to think of logistically, like, do you fold the seat all the way back down? Does it work that way? Or you have to fold the front seat back forward? How does that work?
I'm going to do some testing.
Okay.
I'm going to have to put both the front seats forward, try to put the mattress down, and then I don't think I'm going to fit too well.
Would you please take pictures and send them to me?
I absolutely
This
will.
is me in my tiny car. Okay, that's good to know.
Van life in the Camry.
So I can tell you as somebody who has had to nap in their car before, 2 things. First of all, let the people know wherever you're staying that you're not on drugs.
Okay.
And that you are very much alive, just napping.
Okay.
Because those are 2 things that apparently people think of, and rightly so. These days, you never quite know, is that person alive or are they napping? I feel like if you had a blow-up mattress in the back of your car, it kind of gives one of them away. Whatever.
I'll throw a do not disturb sign on the handle.
Yeah, or like they do in the Target parking lots. So they're like, this, these got music, the AC is on, everything's fine.
Yep.
Just keep going. The other thing that you might want to look at is those little, you can get the sun visors, but you can get them in a way, that way you don't have to put actual foil up in your car, because that's just a little on the crazy side.
It is a little crazy, isn't it?
But if you put, those things out there, like the little blackout things for the sun, you can uncoil those and stick those up everywhere and look a little less creepy.
I guess so, but what's the fun in that?
That's true. I mean, if you're going for creepy, then go all, by all means. Don't even listen to what I've got to say.
Try to keep people away from the car.
That's true too. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you do you. It's good. On the way, we've got some Asia and some Aussie, and talk about what Black Sabbath is going to be doing. Well, Black Sabbath's not doing anything, but Zakk Wylde is going to be doing some fun stuff in just a bit. So we'll discuss that as well on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station. I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock Station at 95.7 FM. Young Jack, the intern, is here with us today. Do you know that somebody used that as their walk-in music for their groomsmen at a wedding once?
No, but that's fantastic.
It was epic.
That
I'm
is
like,
epic.
just walk quickly because once it gets to the actual words, you're not going to want that as part of your wedding march there. But Black Label Society, they have announced, speaking of Ozzy and Zakk Wylde, that they're doing a free global live stream event to celebrate the release of their new album, Engines of Demolition. Ooh. So this is going to be happening apparently on March 27th via Veeps. So you can check that out. It's live from Madison, Wisconsin. They're also going to use that live stream to world premiere their songs, music video. It'll be the first public appearance and performance tied to the album's release that they're doing. So again, if you are a fan of Zakk Wylde, and who wouldn't be, he's like a giant Viking guitar player. There's nothing not to like about that, really.
No, that's pretty sweet.
Right? So if you enjoy Black Label Society or Zakk, you can check that out March 27th via Veep, which is pretty cool. Nice. All right, we got a weather forecast again. If you are heading to southern Maine right now, there is some weird, freakish weather happening. It's in a tiny cloud just above that part of the state. Apparently, it's already started to cause crashes on the interstate down that way, in the Topsom area down in the south of Augusta. A couple of inches of snow, whiteout conditions. I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
It's for real, which is weird. But
this must be alien activity.
It's cloud seeding.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's right there. It's also just really bizarre. But if you're heading down that way, please be careful. Thorogood for my neighbors Brian and Julie coming up in just a little bit on I-95 Bangor's Classic Rock. It's 22 degrees outside, lots of sunshine. That forecast brought to us by Jamar Construction Products. We got Cori's Coffee Break coming up next in about 6 minutes. It's going to be a trip down memory lane, and we're going to get the origin story of why Jack is not a fan of treadmills there, and just a few coming back with a bunch of great historically accurate things to do with today, classic rock and roll wise. Yeah, that's not the sexy way of saying it. We're taking a trip down to memory lane, but we're doing it. It's on